NC State guard Jarkel Joiner joining us here on the Heister Automotive Group hotline alongside Pat Welter. Dennis Cox here with you. Jarkel, I know you've done some workouts for some pro teams. Any word on what your future might be, what you might hear come Thursday?
I've been working out for a couple teams, and it's been a blessing. And me and my agent has gotten great feedback. So, man, we'll just be waiting for Thursday night.
Have you gotten what's kind of feedback, I guess you could say, you've gotten from the teams that you've worked out for so far? What have they told you in terms of your skill set, how it fits into the NBA, and what they might project you as in terms of a role that you might have?
I'm a high energy guy. I'm competitive. Mostly, on the defensive end, I can, really get into the ball, be a point guard, get my teammates involved, and just being a leader out there on the court, and my speed will translate well to the league. Like my competitiveness, like I said, defending the ball. So they was telling me that, and great feedback. And they haven't told me, like what role I'll be on the team yet, but I'm sure I'm thinking those would be the roles.
Jarkel, take us inside the Portsmouth Invitational where you come out, and this is a big opportunity for you to show what you got. And you're one of the top scorers in that Invitational, 13 points per game. What's it kind of like sizing yourself up against all these other guys that are all trying to get these same opportunities? I mean, the competitiveness has to be at an all-time high.
Oh, man, it was just me showing how competitive I am, going out there and be different. So it was fun, man, competing against them guys and talking to some of the guys, like Hunter Tyson played in the ACC. So I got to talk to him. Justin Mutz played for Virginia Tech. I got to talk to him. So, man, it was fun competing out there with them guys. But I was just trying to, be different, set myself apart.
Any moments that have stood out, any people that you've met that have had an impact on you in this process so far?
Oh, man, not really. Just I got to, play. We had interviews at the Portsmouth. I got to talk to some NBA scouts and executives. So that was pretty fun. But that was mostly it.
Jarkel Joiner, former NC State guard, joining us here on the Heister Automotive Group hotline. During your time here at NC State, it was just for 1 year. Take us back into the process that led you actually coming to Raleigh. What was it like for you being in the transfer portal, being recruited by Kevin Keatts, and what was the ultimate decision that actually brought you here to Raleigh?
Oh, man, it was fun, man. Coach Keatts was the first coach when I got in the portal to call me, and when I found out Coach Levi was getting the job, it kind of made things smoother. But Coach Keatts, man, he really sold me, man. One thing he never told me was a lie, and everything he told me, everything that I did, he told me that I was going to do. So, man, that was really grateful to have Coach Keatts in my life.
You were here for just one season, but how much fun did you have this one season here with State?
Man, I had a blast, man. It was fun, man. The fans, the runs we had, our first time being ranked, first time making to the NCAA tournament. So, man, it was amazing.
I think one of the things I loved about watching you play, Jarkel, was just the emotion and passion that you had. Mm-hmm. And we saw both sides of that in your final game against Creighton. The scene with you with Taquavion on the sideline got a lot of attention. But then in the locker room, there's the two of you guys holding each other, brothers in the locker room that have been through this war. I mean, has it all sunk in what that last game was like? I know only one team gets to end on a win. You never want to end on a loss, but
right,
this was a season to be proud of. What was it like, and what's it been like for you the last couple of months?
Oh, man, I go back and watch the game a little bit. Me and T, we talk about it all the time, man. And me and him have been talking a lot throughout this process, almost every day. So, man, it's been good having him, already have been through the process and him already been knowing what to do. He been giving me pointers in the workouts and stuff like that. So, man, but I go back and watch the game, man. The moment settle in. Me and Zaquavion, we always have talks like that, in the locker room and stuff like that. So, man, I love him like a brother, and he loved me like a brother.
Dude, this portal thing is crazy, man.
Yeah.
He's building the team again, Kevin Keatts, through the portal with all you guys going out the door. Is there anything you'd like to see change about the process? I mean, ultimately, it's good, right? Like, you guys have an opportunity to make money. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you wish you had that opportunity a few years ago, but you got to capitalize at least 1 year on it. But it seems like the wild, wild west, and we're learning more about it every day. Anything that you'd want to see change now that you've been through it?
I mean, I've been through it 1 year, So I mean, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know what really needs to be changed. Like I'm not on that side. Really, I'm just athlete perspective. On the athlete perspective, it was wonderful. Being able to get paid for the things you do. Meet new people, going to events. Really connecting to the fan base. So that was good from the athlete side. I don't really know from the other side of it what needs to be changed. But on the athlete side, I thought it was perfect.
Jarkel Joiner, NC State guard, joining us here on the Houston Automotive Group hotline. The draft's coming up this coming Thursday, but you've been doing workouts. I know you've worked out with the Hornets. You've worked out with the Hawks, the Wizards, among a multitude of other teams. What's it like? Take us behind the scenes on what it's like for you when it comes to these workouts. Are there other guys there that are also working out at the same time, or is it just you one-on-one yourself? Do they fly you in? What is the process like when it comes to these workouts? Let's go, for example, let's keep it here locally with the Charlotte Hornets. What was that process like in terms of getting you there, the workout? Who'd you talk to? Did you meet MJ? Like how'd this all work out?
Well, I was coming from Mississippi, so they flew me in from Mississippi into Charlotte. So that day I flew in, we had to go do testing. So we just did like reach, height, vertical, agility stuff like the combine do. And the next day they wake you up around like 7:00. Good thing about the Charlotte Hornets in that hotel is like it's walking distance. You walk around the corner and you're in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's 6 guys. It's 5 guys including me. And it's usually like 2 point guards, two wings, and 2 bigs. And we really play 3-on-3, 1-on-1, do pick and roll series, finishing stuff, shooting drills, and it's really competitive. So it's things like that.
I look at you, Jarkel, and people look at the height. They see 6'1".
Mm-hmm.
But I see Scoot Henderson 6'2", and I see. Maybe that's not a fair comparison, but one guy I do think of that's succeeding right now in the NBA is Jalen Brunson, who in the second round, 6'2", out of Villanova. Reminds me a lot of you in certain ways from the leadership, the control with the basketball. I mean, I'm sure you don't doubt yourself the way some of these other teams and scouts are doubting you. I mean, what do you see for yourself in your future? What do you want out of your NBA future?
Oh man, I'm gonna get the shot that I rightfully deserve. All the hard work I didn't put in God's will. But man, I say one thing: Miami Heat really helped us older guys. Gabe Vincent, Max Strauss. Guys like that, undrafted guys. Really, really getting their just due. So, like you said, man, just keep my head down, keep working.
Jarkel Joiner, best of luck with your pro future. Really do appreciate you giving us this time. Hopefully we'll hear your name called on Thursday. If we don't, we definitely know that you're going to be picked up by a team. We'll can't wait to watch you in the Summer League out there in Vegas. I'm looking forward to that for sure. Jarkel Joiner on the Houston Automotive Group hotline. Thanks again for your time, young man.
Thank you.